Alrighty, y'all. What's up and welcome back. I'm very excited for this one. A little bit something different today, something I didn't actually realize. As you know, if you've seen my stuff before, I'm really into learning about Euro trucking in general, right? A lot of it's so much different than the stuff that I would see here on the streets of the U.S., and it's just really cool and fascinating. And of course, I've taken a liking to other aspects of car culture in Europe, just the cars and motorsports, rally, F1, stuff like that. Of course, through that, I've discovered Skoda, and that's a brand we don't have here. Again, very fascinated, especially by their motorsports, and some of their cars are really cool. And I didn't even know they were Czech, for example. You know, if we go back a couple years, that's something I've learned. I've really learned some cool stuff. Citroen, Skoda, Tatra, there's all these different brands from throughout Europe that have really stood out to me. And I actually did not realize it. If I've seen it before, I didn't remember that Skoda actually made trucks, like semi-trucks. Didn't know that, because typically the Euro trucks, I see are Scanias. I freaking love those. Volvos, MAN, DAF, things like that, right? I've never seen Skoda trucks, so I don't know if they're really present or if they used to or what the deal is, but this was suggested to me very recently on Discord by, I believe it's Bobik. So thank you for that. We're going to be looking at bits and pieces of a pair of videos. I will have linked down there in the description. Please check the whole things out, and of course browse their channels. The first one we're just going to pull up right now and check this out, because just from the thumbnail, this looked pretty awesome. So let's take a look. This first one looks like it's copyrighted music, so I'm just going to have the first bits and pieces muted. But look at that. It's called a Skoda. I don't know, Xena. I don't know if that's like Xena or Xena, something like that, possibly. That thing is freaking nice, though. I mean, especially getting washed, right? It's going to be squeaky clean. Look at that, dude. It's even their logo. I mean, that is literally Skoda with the Czech plates. Dude, I did not know about these. In all the Euro trucking videos I've seen. The thing is actually awesome. I like it. I'm going to guess, I don't know. I'm going to guess this is not new. Possibly this is like early 2000s, maybe? Maybe 90s? I don't know. Look at that thing. Wow. That's a great looking truck. Oh my God. I did not know they made these, dude. See, I have a lot to learn. That's why this is fun. There's so much around every corner that I learned where I'm like, I did not legit know this existed. Yeah, I've definitely never seen these in the US, that's for sure. Not gonna lie, that thing looks really good, especially popping off in white and black. It looks amazing. Even the white wheels, like, wow. And then going to the second video, let's check this out as well. Remember, these will be linked in the description, okay? Let's check out a little bit about this. I believe this doesn't have music, and this is just dialogue, although it's in a different language. I assume Czech or some language from that region. I'm not really sure, so I apologize. Maybe some people watching, you might understand this. I'm not going to understand it, but I'm going to play it for those who care or that can understand it. But I'm just kind of admire the truck.
Rok w rok I proszę bardzo, patrzcie co tu zajechało. Samochód czesko-amerykański.
So first impressions, when you see it from a point of view of cars around it and a person holding a camera, I think it's smaller than a lot of the trucks nowadays, so that's why I think it's a little older. But then again, it's not small. It's bigger than it looks. In the last video, it was isolated, so it kind of almost looked really small. And in this video, it doesn't look small, because you see the motorcycle, you see this car here, and it's pretty big. It's also way taller than, our camera person. So it tells you that it's still a big truck. I love the color scheme. This silver and purple is pretty unique.
Skoda.
It says Detroit diesel. So maybe this has a Detroit in it, which I think is pretty cool.
Większości z was słowo Xena kojarzy się z wojowniczą księżniczką, która królowała w telewizji w latach 90. I początku 2000, ale nie.
Look at that thing, it's clean, man. It's in great shape.
Jest to owoc.
And what is that? What?
Czeskiej myśli technicznej, inżynierów czeskich.
I don't mean to take away from the truck. We're going to concentrate on the truck. Like I always say, I love the logo. But I find it funny that there are Chrysler 300s right here. What the hell? I didn't know those were even in Europe. These are very like American to me, right? You would see these in America and Canada and Mexico. I wouldn't picture seeing a big Chrysler in Europe, but I guess they're there. I mean, it even has American flags on it. So, hey, what's the story with that? That's pretty interesting.
No,
Maybe this is like a, I don't know, like a car show or something?
samochód. Z tego co wiem,
I find that just bizarre.
95-98, czyli stosunkowo krótko. I uwaga, powstało tylko 32 egzemplarze tego
God, that
samochodu.
thing is cool. Dude, it looks so cool, man.
Wszystkie jeżdżą, wszystkie żyją i wszystkie mają się dobrze, co ciekawe.
You know, what's crazy about these trucks, I know they're awesome workhorses, and a lot of them somehow, which is like really funny to learn, like a lot of these are actually more powerful or more torquey than even like American trucks. But not to mention, it just looks sporty, right? Like these look sporty to me. They're really cool. Dude, there's an old muscle car over there. What the hell?
Część z was pewnie
There's American cars everywhere. There's kind of like Escalades. There's American flag. What the heck? This is not in the U.S., right?
Powstała krótka bardzo seria Jelczy z silnikiem Detroita. Było ich bodajże 12 sztuk i do dzisiaj nie wiem, chyba 5
so
przeżyło, także smutne to. A Xeny zostało 32 sztuki. To jest samochód, który moim zdaniem mógł zawładnąć rynkiem, gdyby się pojawił parę lat wcześniej, ale niestety w latach, kiedy powstawał, akurat to był czas, kiedy bardzo dużo zachodnich używanych ciężarówek ściągano.
God, that is literally a beautiful truck. I obviously wish I knew what he was saying. I don't. I would love to learn. I really think I need to learn new languages. I think that would be really cool, honestly. Of course, I know English. I know a lot of Spanish, but I would love to learn something totally different. That would be really cool. Let's take a quick look inside of this thing.
Będzie odnowione, bo na razie jest takie
Look at that.
w nie najpiękniejszym stanie, ale bierzemy pod uwagę po pierwsze lata.
Dude, that is so fun, man.
Jakie to auto pewnie w życiu przejeździło. A po trzecie to, że nie ma żadnych części.
Eaton folder, I saw it on the shifter. This is a proper manual, right?
Coś takiego, ale
It's not automated like the newer ones.
Jest bardzo przestrzenne w środku. Fajnie jest to wszystko poukładane.
Still got a decent amount of room in there for what it is, right?
Łóżko dolne bardzo szerokie. Kabina wysoka. Tunel stosunkowo niski. Jak na auto z tamtych
I feel like that thing would be literally a blast to drive. Like seriously, this would be
fun. Na pewno
fun.
razi jakość tych plastików. To jest taki typowy PRL. Czyli ci, co jeździli polonezami jakimiś...
342,000 kilometers, is that right? I wonder what that is in miles. Maybe like 150,000 miles or 200,000? More like 200,000? That's actually pretty low, right? Because I think some semi-trucks, at least in the U.S., I think some semi-trucks rack up like almost 1 million miles. Not all of them, probably, but some. I don't know. I honestly don't know what like the standards for trucks are worldwide, here or in Europe. I really don't know. That's interesting. The door open is just literally hidden. It's just that little latch. You just boom, and it opens right up. It's different.
Więc taka dziwna historia, nie? Skoda? Ameryka.
Yeah, a lot of Freightliners in that row.
Dyskwalifikować, gdyż jest tu piękne logo Detroita. Więc serce
That's so cool.
Jak najbardziej amerykańskie. I co ciekawe, ta spierdolona kolorystyka to jest fabryczne malowanie. To auto tak wyjechało z fabryki, to nie jest inwencja twórcza pana właściciela.
That thing is seriously awesome. Let's look up a bit of info on these before we go away. And again, I just think it's crazy that there's a Chrysler here. Like that is, if anyone knows, like this has got to be not, I'm very sure this is not America. This is in Europe. I really think it's in the Czech Republic or Czechia for sure. But I could be wrong. But I think this is definitely in Europe. It just must be some sort of show or gathering. And there's a mixture of European and literally like American cars, which I think is so fascinating. Were like these Chryslers 300s, were they sold in Europe? Or was this legit imported? Because that's crazy, man. So if we just look up images of the Skoda Xena or whatever it's called, you see images. It's really cool looking. And I think I was right. I believe this is 90s because that says 1999. This says 1995. Look at that thing, man. So cool. I think it's a great looking truck. And I think it's just neat because I have really come to like Skodas, and I had no idea they made trucks. Look at, there is even a race truck. How cool, dude. Oh my God, I got to look at more of that. Actually, the retro stuff. I don't know why these 90s Euro trucks hit different, man. I freaking love these. I've looked at Ivecos from the 90s before with like straight pipes, Iveco V8s, and dude, those things are badass, man. I love these. I love this era for trucks. It's actually really cool. And here's a little wiki page on it. It says Liaz 400 series were trucks manufactured in Czech company, Liaz, Czech Republic, 96 through 03. The Xena tractor and truck Fox. So Liaz made them? I don't know if that's like a division of Skoda or partnered with them for the trucks or whatever. I'm not really sure, but they're also Czech. It was introduced in 96. It was only made in a 4x2 high cab, so there wasn't many variations of this at all. They also made a Fox, which is more of like a dump truck version, I think. And that's pretty much it. Not much on this. So I'm assuming this wasn't like a very top-selling, super common truck. More of a interesting kind of specialty unit that was lower numbers and, you know, not as common, but it was there and probably sort of collectible or sought after now, maybe, or just has some sort of a cult following, perhaps. But very interesting. Thank you for that suggestion. I love different stuff like this. I mean, you know, I love the Euro Truck videos. These are always fun and they do really well. And I always learn a lot from you guys. And this one is definitely unique because I've seen some really cool Euro trucks so far. But none of them were like this. Like, this is definitely different, and I assume much more rare than, you know, your more typical, you know, Mercedes or Scania or DAF truck or something, right? So, very, very cool. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know if you have driven one of these or seen one of these, and any, you know, information or stats or something you would like to share. And of course, I always appreciate suggestions on just Euro trucking in general, as well as, you know, interesting vehicles like this that a lot of people, including me, you know, would have no idea about, as, you know, was the case here. So yeah, leave a like on there if you enjoyed it and like this kind of thing. Subscribe to be part of this amazing community we do have here. That's about it for this one, guys. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker, and until next time, stay safe out there, and I'll catch you later.